And then you breached the lease.
Yeah,
There was also property damage.
but that's because of the vandalism.
Did you vandalize the property?
I was stressed out.
You're an adult. The whole thing is kind of outrageous. This is your mother.
Yes.
It is your claim that your mother forged your name to a lease
Yes, Your Honor.
and then breached the lease, and you're stuck with a bill, and your credit score has been negatively impacted,
Yes, Your Honor.
that you had no knowledge of this lease, that you were signatory to the lease,
Yes.
and that you want to be able to clear this from your credit score.
Yes, Your Honor.
Great. You're now,
21.
this lease was signed when you were how old?
17 years old.
And how do you know that?
When I went to check my credit report, it had the date, which was around 2021, edging into 2022, the end of 2021.
You went and checked your credit score. Where were you living when you were 17?
I was actually staying with my witness, my brother. And
Okay, so you were living with your brother?
Yes,
How old were you when you went to live with your brother?
17.
How long did you live with your brother?
It was over the course of a year, but I was in and out of his house, of friends, and my aunts for about a year. So
Where do you get your mail?
usually most of my mail gets sent to the old address that I previously lived at with her. Most of the time I'd have to pick it up from like UPS or a carrier. If
If it gets sent to your mother's address where you were living, where the lease was,
yeah,
you had to go there to pick up your mail.
right, because it would get,
Just a second.
sorry.
You had to go there to pick up your mail.
Okay,
Okay. Now, at some point, Mr. Jones, you were notified, not by checking your score, but you were notified that this judgment was against you. How were you notified? Let me see the letter.
I never got a letter of a notification. I wasn't notified of the judgment until I checked my credit. I had no inclination.
Okay.
For that.
Let me see the letter that you received.
Yeah. This would be the entire,
Now, don't,
sorry,
you know how old I am?
I get it.
Just show me what I asked for.
Okay.
The letter that you got indicating how much money you owed after you checked your credit score.
Okay. These 2 pages would be it.
Okay. Now, do you have a copy of the lease? That's a simple thing. That's what you should have, a copy of the lease.
No.
Do you have a copy of the lease?
Yes.
Did you get a copy of the lease? I'd like to see
Yes.
it, please.
Here's the lease.
What's your date of birth, sir?
2003.